Hi guys, it's Senay. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing around with some Aldi makeup. So the last video I uploaded, I used the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette and I was quite sick when I filmed that video. It's been a few weeks since I did film that and I'm still a little bit sick. This cold or whatever the fuck it was has hung around. I am feeling much better, but I'm still kind of like a little bit nasally and I've still got a cough, so I'm going to try and edit all that out because I don't want you guys to hear me cough. Yeah. So I did put all the Aldi products in this makeup bag just to keep them in one place. I've got like an eyeshadow palette, I've got face powders, lipsticks, eyeliners, and a mascara, I'm pretty sure. I don't have a full face when Aldi bring out makeup for their special buys. I'm pretty sure Aldi would be the same all over the world. You know that aisle like in the middle of Aldi and they got like all the random shit? So it was in the middle there when they've got like their special buys. Certain makeup products are not always available at Aldi. Like I know they've always got like blushes, foundations, maybe mascaras, I'm not sure, but the range is not that big. But for the special buys, they usually bring out more stuff, so different types of lipsticks, eyeshadows, stuff like that. Aldi's makeup is not like exciting, like it's not going to be crazy colors or anything. It's just basic makeup, you know, got all the browns and the champagnes and stuff like that. But I did want to test it out today and let you know what I think of it. This is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. This is the packaging. It says mineral eyeshadow palette and the brand is Lacura. That is Aldi's brand, I'm pretty sure. It says on here 12 alluring eyeshadow colors to choose from. Pressed eyeshadow powders, includes mirror and applicator. The mirror is actually pretty decent. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like one of those cheapy warped mirrors that like BYS have. This is the inside of the palette. The colors honestly remind me of like a Naked palette from back in the day. There's not many matte shades. That kind of annoys me. I find that's always kind of the issue. There's just like majority shimmer shades. The palette does come with a brush as well. It is actually a bit frayed and damaged, but I probably won't be using it anyway. It kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay eyeshadow brushes. It's just kind of like the same concept. It's got the flat shader and then like the fluffy end as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes, and I am going to use the normal products that I would normally use on a daily basis that I really like, so I can see if these products actually, you know, work for me. I'm going to use my Plouise base in the shade 2. So for this part of my makeup application, I will show you guys, but for any other part where I'm not using a Lacura or Aldi product, I will not be showing you. I want this video to be dedicated for this kind of like review, trying out video, because if I show you everything else, the video is just going to be like half an hour to 40 minutes long, and I just want people to watch what they're actually searching for, kind of thing. I do know you guys like watching me do like a full face of makeup, and I'm totally the same when I watch other people, but not today, unfortunately. But I'll do some more. My last video I did a full face anyway of trying out new stuff. This kind of creamy shade here is actually like pretty yellow. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it almost looks like banana powder. Well, there's only kind of 3 matte shades in here. There's the black, this one here, and then this lighter shade. So I think I'm going to dip into this shade here. I'm just going to start patting this in the crease, and then I'll also like go back and forth to blend it. My base is wet. I did not set it down with any powder, so I'm hoping that will help the shadows stick down and be pigmented. Obviously this makeup look is not going to be something super duper exciting. It's going to be a basic kind of look. It could turn out dramatic, who knows, because you know, all my makeup looks end up being dramatic. I have missed a good cool tone eye, and so far the shade is blending out pretty nicely. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to this eye. So the shadow isn't the most pigmented, but it's definitely not the worst shadow I've ever used. The good thing about this shade is you can definitely build it up. I hate shades where you put it down and then you try to build it up and nothing happens. It just stays the same. This one definitely builds up. I think I'm pretty happy with how that is blended out. I think I might take this shade. I'm not really sure. It is quite yellow. I'm just going to do it anyway and we'll see what happens. I'm just going to run this on my brow bone just to really clean up that area. I also find like it helps with any unblended edges. It works kind of like as an eraser. And that shade doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like excessively yellow on my brow bone, which is good. I feel like I am a little bit limited with this palette just because I'm used to having palettes where I can do like so many different things. Whereas this one, I feel like the look you're going to get is always going to be quite similar. And there's nothing wrong with that because I feel like if I thought my mum was going to use this palette, she would like be all over it because she's just a simple woman who doesn't have a lot of makeup and she would love to do looks like this every single day. I didn't really want to go in with black because I didn't want to do that dark of an eye. I think I might just pick this lid shade, maybe. We'll use this one. I'm just going to tap this on the lid. Keep in mind, this base is sticky on my lid, so if it doesn't grab well, I will be a little bit concerned. It seems to be sticking okay. It's not like metallic, it's just like a really soft shimmer, which I kind of expected anyway. I wanted to use this color because I felt like if I used the taupey shimmer, it would have just looked like one wash of color on the lid. So far, I'm not mad at this shade. If you want it to be more metallic, I'd probably recommend wetting your brush a little bit. I'm not disappointed with that shade. I think it's fine. I think I might go in with a bit of black and just work that probably on the outer corner. So just in here and on this outer V. I'm going to actually use the same brush and just tap it on just because I really want it to blend in with everything else. It's actually very pigmented. I am getting quite a lot of fallout from this black shade just here. I'm going to leave that eye there and just go over to this one, and then I'll grab a fluffier brush and blend it all out. I'm going back in with my fluffy brush and I took a little bit more of that crease shade. That black went really far, like just tapping it on, I felt like it covered my whole crease. I will clean all of this up later on. I now have their mineral eyeliner, so it comes with a little smudgy thing on this end, and then I'm assuming it's just a pencil. I'm going to put it, oh my god, I'm going to put some up here. It is very creamy. I'm just hoping that it's got some good staying power and it doesn't transfer everywhere. I think I might try and do some smudgy liner as well. Probably not a good idea to pull on your eyes like I am. If you don't want wrinkly eyes, probably don't do that. I'm super impressed with this liner. It is so black and so creamy, but also really easy to blend out. I'm going to curl my lashes before I put on the mascara. Now we've got the Lacura Mineral Mascara. I really like the packaging. This packaging and the wand reminds me of another mascara. I think it's one of the CoverGirl mascaras in the orange packaging. I think this mascara is actually fucking amazing. What the fuck? So it does have like a drier formula, which I really like because it holds the lashes upright. You guys can't even see my lashes because I've got like so much dark shadow and liner on my eyes. This is definitely another product I will be using again. Well, now that I've got it open, I feel like I have to use it. I hate having too many mascaras open, but I've got so many. I'm going to clean up all of this fallout on my face now, and I'm going to put lashes on, do my foundation concealer. I will come back when I do the face powders and the blush and the lipstick. If there's anything else, I will obviously show you. And for all the other products I'm using today, I will have them down below in the description so you guys know what I've used today. So I do have my foundation and concealer on. I already set underneath my eyes because I know this powder is going to be too dark for my under eyes today. So I'm not even going to risk it because I just know it's not going to look good. I've got the Lacura Compact powder, and this one is in the color Beige. These powders were like in the permanent area, so I think you can pick these up whenever you want. And this is the color here. It actually is not too bad. I thought maybe it would be too pink or too orange, but it is a nice shade. I am wearing quite a matte foundation today, so it looks like I've powdered everywhere, but I really haven't. I'm using the Maybelline Superstay. I usually really like the Maybelline Superstay foundation, but I feel like I've been enjoying more of like a dewy kind of look lately, so I don't know why I went for this one today. I can't really say anything bad about the powder. It looks nice. I really like the shade of it. I've just bronzed up my face. I'm going to go in with blush now. This one's in the color Frosted Rose, and that's what the shade looks like. It is quite a shimmery blush. I'm going to go in with a really light hand. I'm just going to tap it once. I can see the pigment on that brush. I really don't want to look like a clown today. Hopefully you can't hear the guy like whipper snippering his lawn. I just learnt the other day that no other country uses the word whippersnipper. I don't know if that's true. I saw it on the internet. Let me know down below if you know what a whippersnipper is. I think if you're Australian, you're obviously going to know. I'm being really light with this blush. I keep tapping it off and I actually really like it. I like the sheen that it's giving on my skin. Just make sure you're very, very careful with it because it is quite powdery. I'm just going to quickly finish off this lower lash line. I'm just using that crease shade. I can definitely tell you that liner I put in here is like all gone. So we know that definitely does not last in the waterline. And now I'm taking a tiny bit of the black because we know this is going to go a really long way if I take too much. I feel like I never really use black shadow anymore. I feel like that's something I used to do in like 2011. I'm going to pull the ugliest faces using this right now. The wand is so big, I probably wouldn't normally use it on the lower lash line. Why can't we do this with a normal face? All I want to do is go, oh. I don't know why we do it. I feel like I do it because it brings my lower lash line down a bit. This is me trying not to do that face. That just reminded me of something that someone did on one of my videos. So basically, someone watched my makeup video. I can't remember which one it was. And they pointed out all the times I pulled like an ugly face, like when I was doing mascara or eyeliner or anything like that. And they literally time-stamped every time in the comment. And they're like, you look so ugly, like at these points of the video. And I'm like, wow, you watched my whole video and like pinpointed the second I looked ugly. I didn't think that would ever happen. I think I want to use one of these. I do have normal bullet lipsticks. I've got a liquid lipstick, but I've also got this 24-hour duo lipstick and I kind of want to use it. It says long-lasting intensive color with conditioning balm for gloss effect. Okay, I'm down with that. I want a conditioning balm. I really want to use this one, but I feel like maybe this one because it is a little bit lighter. This one's in the color Natural Touch. It almost looks like there's shimmer in this, so that's the balm. And this is the like liquid lipstick, I guess. So let's give it a go. Definitely not the most pigmented thing I've ever used. It's actually really sheer. I thought it was going to be like really pigmented. See how it's not covering like the foundation on my lips? I think I might actually go in with the other one just to try and line my lips a bit since it's darker. I think this one's in the color Nude, I can't remember. I've let my lips dry down and I can tell you right now I need that conditioning balm because these are dry AF. So I'm going to pop some of this on. Both of the colors together are actually quite nice. So I use the lighter one like in the middle and then the darker one as a lip liner. And I really do like the color of my lips. I will also say the lip colors were much sheerer than I thought. The lighter one was really sheer, whereas the darker one wasn't like as sheer, but I did have to build it up still around the lip line. So these lip products do remind me of another product I've used before. I believe they were the L'Oreal Infallible lip colors. It comes with balm and then like a liquid lip on one side. They are definitely much more pigmented than these ones, but for formula wise and how like drying they feel like the same thing kind of. If you guys have used it, you'll know exactly what I mean. But anyway, the makeup look is done. I feel like I've already spoken enough about the lip color, so I won't recap over that again. The eyeshadow palette is not the worst eyeshadow palette I've ever used, but it's definitely not the best eyeshadow palette I've ever used either. I find the colors really uninspiring, but if you are all about those colors, then you might really like this palette. I can't remember how much this eyeshadow palette was selling for. I will try to have a look, but from what I can recall, I think it might have been around $10 or $12. I just really feel like you could definitely get a better eyeshadow palette for a cheaper price than this one. And if you're after more variety, I just don't think this palette will be for you. But if you're someone who really likes kind of like mineral shadows with really simple colors that you could do like a wash of color on the lid or turn it into like a night look like this, you will like the palette. It's not bad quality. I can't say it's like a shit palette because it isn't. The colors are just not my cup of tea, and that's just personal preference. And of course, if you guys have questions about the palette or any of the products I've used today, I will answer, so just leave your comments down below. What else did I use today? I used an eyeliner and I used a mascara. I really liked this mascara. I love the packaging as well. I think it's really cute. It also is very sturdy, so when you close it, it like locks in. I like the wand and I like the formula. It's like a nice dry lash holding formula, so I will definitely use this until I finish it. As for the eyeliner, sorry, I feel like I'm gonna cough and I'm really trying not to. So the eyeliner, I really did like it, like on my lids to do like a smoky liner. It blended out really easily. It was also super creamy on application, so I didn't feel like I was really tugging too hard on my eyelids, and I would definitely use it again for like a smoky liner. As for my waterline and tightline, I wouldn't use it for that again just because it didn't last. In the time that I filmed this video and did the rest of my makeup, it's pretty much gone. It's also coming here to my tear duct, and I hate when eyeliners transfer there because I feel like eventually it just starts coming down and then my makeup doesn't look too good. I think that's it. The lip color does feel much better with the conditioning balm. I wouldn't wear it without it, to be honest. Otherwise, yeah, you'd probably end up with asshole lips, like crusty asshole lips. Before you guys go, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell button so you guys are notified every time I upload new videos, and make sure you come follow me on Instagram as well. And I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye.